Today's Evanix video is brought to you by New England Air Gun. So New England Air Gun carries all of Evanix line, including the Max and the Cloud. The Max we just got done reviewing last week basically showed me how fun semi-auto action can be, especially when you're plinking. So today we got the Airspeed 480, which is what I would describe as almost a semi-auto sniper rifle. This thing's super accurate, easy to shoot, very smooth, and as you guys can see, very cool looking too. One of the coolest things about the Airspeed, they got the carbon fiber tank on the front, which is of course to save weight, but then the Airspeed, as well as this Airspeed 480, they have a soft touch coating over a synthetic stock, and it's very, very lightweight. So one of the coolest things about this gun has to be the lightweightness of it and the balance. When you're carried around, it's like nothing. But believe me, you guys, it's a full power machine, very solid in the accuracy. It shoots a certain size group and you can rely on it as well. We're going to shoot it out to 65 yards in this video, and it maintains its grouping. So I'm sure it shoots farther than that very well. Today we're checking out the 22 caliber Airspeed 480, but the 480 comes in 177, 22, 25, or 30 caliber. This is a fully air actuated semi-automatic system. Got a 1 in 19 barrel twist. Choked barrel, but unchoked barrels available if you request it. 550 millimeter barrel, with the 30 caliber having a 650 millimeter. Mine came with 3 magazines, and that one in the middle right there is your slug magazine. Although you can fit slugs in the smaller ones. No problem shooting slugs with this gun. These magazines are all aluminum, in and out, and they're finished beautifully. Really nice magazines. This gun holds 10 rounds of 22 caliber. Got an overall length of 39 inches, with the 30 caliber having an extra 4 inches of barrel added onto that. It's got a Picatinny rail, 2-stage adjustable trigger, which we'll check out in a second, 250 bar fill, with an operating pressure between 250 and 80 bar. In the smaller calibers, the 30 caliber operates between 250 and 120 bar. By the way, this gun does have a power wheel with 3 power settings, but they're not actually high, medium, and low. They're just made for fine-tuning your pellet, and each notch down is just going to shave 10, maybe 20 FPS off of your pellet speed. So you can easily tune this gun just with the power wheel for heavy or light ammo. The Airspeed 480 weighs just 3.2 kilograms, or exactly 7 pounds. So a good pound or two less than your average hunting rifle. The manometer is located right on the bottom there, and I actually forgot to take my protective coating off. But it also comes with a 1/8 quick disconnect faucet fitting, so no fill probe required. Just hook that directly to your air source. Alright, I just had to use 2 hands, and that did actually pop free. There it is. So it looks like about all but 2 inches of your shroud is barrel. And if we look up here, super fresh air stripper right there. So that strips some of the air out of your pellet back into the shroud. And I'm guessing this is pretty quiet. You just remove your thread protector on the front there, and you get a 1/2 UNF thread underneath, so you can fit any standard airgun silencer. Although it is pretty quiet without an LDC. Like I do in all my videos, I went ahead and cleaned the barrel of my air gun because there's preservative gunk that they put in the barrel so it doesn't rust on the shelf. I went ahead and used Ballistol, which is safe for air gun seals, as well as a flexible cleaning rod called the Crown Saver. There'll be a link in the description if you want to grab one. They're only about 10 bucks. And I just really like this gun, so I took a little extra time cleaning it. I got that barrel super clean. You can see most of the stuff came out on the first couple swipes, and that is a sign of a good barrel. This gun is a sweet trigger, by the way. And here's a trigger pull test. .3 ounces. Nice. I told you it was a nice trigger. First I tested it with no LDC, just the stock shroud. Ended up being in the high 80s, which is, I would say, medium loud. Then I threw my Donnie FL 2.0 on there. Hit up DonnieFL.com if you want to grab one. And that shaved the decibels down a little bit. Made it a little more backyard friendly. Fire means match those up and it's danger time. So, 2-stage, baby. Ooh, that is nice. That has got a freaking great. And then it resets right there. Oh, reset, so you can just go. No problem. Very nice. Check out this little dude. I saved this guy from the shop area. I'm gonna go ahead and put him over here so he can have an awesome life. Have a great life, dude. Holy crap, this is why we test different pellets. These 16 grain FX. This was from the 25 grain FX, that one, and that one. So I was shooting at this bullseye and I did these 5 shots. I was like, wow, that looks pretty good. Came over here. That's 5 shots right there. 5 shots at over 35 yards away with the 16.1 grain FX. So boom, that's the pellet for me. You want to make sure and get all your pellets seated into the magazine though, so that the middle of the pellet is sort of catching that spring right there. Then you're good to go. Okie dokie, we got 1 mile-an-hour winds. Set up at a very special 36 yards away. Nailed it. Today we're shooting FX 16 grain. That's 5 shots at 35 yards, so we're gonna do it again. This is just me sighting at 36 yards with the 16 grain FX. I went ahead and adjusted my crosshairs a little bit to the left. And boom, here is 4 shots through the same hole. Then I adjusted my crosshairs one more time. And no, it wasn't recording, but that was nice. I just sighted down to that hole right there. Oh, wow. All right, magazine number 2, here we go. Nice 5-shot group if you concentrate. Well, I think shoots as good as a cloud did. All right, full tank of gas. We're still at 36 yards. Oh, that was not cool. I really need to slow down a little bit. All right. The weird one. That was awesome. Now that was a good one. That went flying all over the place. Boy, smacking the dust off those things. You guys, I've seriously already rescued an animal today, but look at this little guy. Oh, mister. No, be nice to him. Hold on. No. I need to zoom in here. So I'm going to see if I can catch this guy. I don't want to hurt him, so I'm probably going to put my camera down. Look at this guy. He's not even afraid. He let me pick him up, and he didn't try to jump out. Oh. No, no, dogs allowed. Nope. Side shot in the house. We're set up here with 16.1 grain FX pellets. I'm going to load them into my magazine. And we're very special. 49 yards. It's probably 50 if I'm sitting back here. Perfect. 50-yard accuracy testing. Here we go. A little bit of wind. I pulled the trigger accidentally that time. Darn it. That's so cool. Oh my gosh, because halfway through that group, you guys, I remembered, wait a second, if you're going to sit there and hold it really tight, weird things will happen, and just shoot the gun relaxed. And let it do its thing, and that's what I did, and they all went through the bullseye. Awesome, all right, I'm ready to plink. This gun holds super reliable 1-inch groups at 50 yards. Here's what I'm talking about. Wow, good enough for me. That's a tight quarter, you guys, no matter what. Whoa, that was way faster than I was even trying to do. Whoa. This right here is still at 50 yards away. All right, we got a little bit of wind, as you can see, but we got a bunch of quarters on top of these guys' head. These are actually casino tokens that are the same size as a quarter. And I believe this is a Canadian quarter on the very end right there. That was so cool. Oh man, that never gets old, you guys. Oh, that was a cool one too. Whoa, I blew the center out of that one. Had to hold over for the win that time. I'm gonna hold over again. Wow. I think I'm out of ammo though. All right, magazine number 2. Whoa, that was sweet. All right. Yeah, that guy's stuck. Whoa. Literally dusting these guys. Wow. That was nice. That was a lot of fun. Let's see if I can get these guys back here. That's another 10 yards. Haha, nailed it. Let's see if I can get this guy. Boom. Just nailed that guy on the first try. Awesome. And it worked. That's another cool thing. Yep. Guys, it's probably 65 yards right here. Sweet. And, oh, popped him back up. Awesome. So these quarter-size tokens, you see there's all kinds of targets laying around. These tokens are the same size as a quarter. I thought we knocked the center out of one of them. So that is done, sonny boy. Direct hit. Check out the headshots on these guys right there. They definitely have like major headaches. Anyway, to see how much farther these bunnies are back here. Yeah, this is at least 10 yards back, but I remember it's like 65 yards. And you can see we were hitting this down, nailing it back up, and we got this guy too, so that was awesome. The adventures of Digging Boy. Look at this guy. You are caked with mud, my friend. Look, that's his snout. And then look at this. Those are clumps of mud. Okay, the fur's like way under there. What have you been doing, you naughty boy? Boy, this is gonna be a major cleanup operation. I started with a full 250 bar fill. I'm using the 14.3 grain Crossbeam Premier pellets for this chronograph test. And I'm just gonna shoot 6 magazines, which is 60 shots, and show you the numbers. So I can tell you that for sure, the first 40 or 50 shots, your point of impact is not gonna change. But then even when it starts to, the step down in FPS is so gradual that your next shot is gonna hit where your last shot hit. And with a teeny bit of practice, it would be super easy to manage, and you'd be able to hit stuff all the way through your shot string of at least 60 shots. But this whole video, the accuracy and the plinking, I was shooting 5 or 6 magazines, and I never even worried about my air. So it's definitely hitting what you're pointing at through at least 50 shots. And this is a shot string of when I was actually pulling the trigger, not as fast as I could, but really fast between shots. So you see a couple low ones, but you can see that for all these 42 shots, it held it right around 950 for the entire shot string. So that right there was with the 15.89 grain JSBs. And here's the shot string that you just watched with the Crossman Premiers. Obviously, if you turned the gun down, you'd get more shots, but I shot this whole video on high power. And if you study the shot string, you can see that FPS just creeps down a few FPS between shots, with even a fair number of those being duplicates. I would highly recommend any Evanix with the 480cc bottle, because although these guns are not technically regulated, they don't need regulators. I'm not sure exactly how they do it, but Daystate also has unregulated guns that are just as accurate as any regulated gun, so it's not a rule that you have to have a regulator in order to have an accurate air gun. So Evanix definitely has it figured out. So I'm not sure exactly why, but I just feel like this gun is like my style. I really like the flat black, and the fact that it weighs 1 or 2 pounds less than an average gun this size doesn't seem like much, but it really does make a huge difference. So I love the weight and balance of this thing, probably the most, and that solid accuracy, that's awesome too. Let's see if I hit these guys again. Let's see if I can hit this little boar right here. Here's a small one. I can see this gun being like my daily driver, basically. A lot of these guns that I have are kind of like show cars, but I can see this one being one that I shoot every day. 65 yards, you guys. And this is a 1-inch target right here. It's 1.25 inches. That boar is my most hard one to hit. That was sweet. So I think I'm going to keep this aired up, practice with it every once in a while. See if I can form a real relationship with a gun, if that's even possible. So I really appreciate y'all tuning in. We got more cool stuff from Evanix coming your way. Next week I'm going to be doing the semi-automatic, available with a regulator, Raptor Bullpup. It's one I've really been looking forward to. So I got one of those in 30 caliber. I've found that 30 caliber videos are always fun to watch because those 30 cals just smack the crap out of everything. And as you can see, this gun's a beauty. If you want to order one of these Airspeed 480s, the only way to get one, give John a call at New England Air Gun, and he'll order you one in any caliber you want, and you'll have it in less than 2 weeks. All right, that's it for me on this one. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Happy shooting. We'll see you on the next one.